Hello students, now we are going to see about noise. So before to understand noise, we are going to discuss about where these noises occur in communication system. Basically, communication system contains three major blocks. One is transmitter, another one is channel, and last one is receiver. Transmitter transmit the analog signal or digital signal. So while at the receiver it receives the signal back, it introduces some noises. So the channel introduces some noises in the receiver. So where the noises occur, the noise is introduced by the channel. Now let us see about what is mean by noise. So noise is an unwanted form of energy which tend to interfere with the proper reception of transmitted signal. So the transmitted signal transmit the information from transmitter to the receiver, but while at receiver it not receive the correct form which is transmitted by the transmitter. So the signal gets corrupted. So that is, we can say that unwanted form of energy, that is the definition of noises. And this noise can arises in a different ways. For example, the faulty connection in a circuit, in a piece of equipments. So we can realize this noise in a radio receiver. So while we are hearing the song by using that radio receiver, the song may not be received clearly due to faulty connection in the radio receiver, or cracking type of noises at the output. And some other example I would like to tell you. Natural phenomena that gives rise to the noise includes storms, so that is electric storms, solar flames, and certain belts of radiation that exist in the space. Next one, let us see the classification of noise. So the noises are classified into two types. One is external noise, another one is internal noise. Now let us see what is external noise. So external noise which is generated external to the communication system. That is, the external noise cannot be analyzed quantitatively, and geographical location, external noise cannot be controlled. And to reduce the effect of external noise, it is necessary to shift the communication system to other place which has comparatively smaller external noise. Suppose while we are doing the experiment in the laboratory, so huge amount of noise is from outside, so we couldn't do the experiment clearly. So how to avoid this external noise? So we can shift the communication system, or we can shift our component to some other places, so to reduce the effect of external noise. And this external noise can be classified into three types. One is atmospheric noise, another one is extraterrestrial noise, and third one industrial noise. First one, atmospheric noise. The noise generated within the earth atmosphere due to the electrical disturbances, that is called atmospheric noise. So the example for the atmospheric noise is during the functions or Deepavali etc. So the crackers maybe produces huge sounds and sputtering, so it gives more sounds. Like these are all the examples of atmospheric noise. And the frequencies of above 30 megahertz, atmospheric noise is less, because we know that the cracker sounds and sputtering sounds, it should be less than 30 megahertz, so that at frequencies above 30 megahertz atmospheric noise is less. Next one, extraterrestrial noise. Extraterrestrial noise consists of electrical signal that originate from outside the earth atmosphere. Outside the earth atmosphere means sun is outside the earth atmosphere, galaxies are the outside the earth atmosphere, Milky Way it is the outside the earth atmosphere. So here it originates from the Milky Way, galaxies etc. So these are all the external noise. And this external noise is classified into two types. One is solar noise and another one is cosmic noise. Solar noise. This noise is generated directly from the sun heat. So we know the sun, so sun it produces more heat. So this noise is generated directly from the sun's heat, and this is due to the radiation from the sun. Next one, cosmic noise. So cosmic noise, the source of cosmic noises are continuously distributed throughout the galaxies. And next one, industrial noise. Let us see about industrial noise. So the another name for industrial noise, we can say that it is a man-made noise. So the noise which is generated by the human race is called industrial noise or man-made noise. The frequencies lies between the frequencies of 1 megahertz to 600 megahertz. So let me tell you the example for the industrial noises. Automobile ignitions, we know that. So the automobile industry, it produces more noises, as well as aircraft ignitions, so it makes more noise. Electric motor, it gives more sounds. Switching equipments and leakage from the high voltage lines. So these are all the examples of industrial noise. And I would like to tell you one more example for industrial noise. Fluorescent lights, that is nothing but it is a tube lights, are powerful source of this noises, and it should be avoided near very sensitive receivers. So while it is bursted in the fluorescent lamps, you do not smell the sense of the noises. Next one, internal noises. The internal noise is created by the active and passive components present within the communication circuit itself. So active and passive components, example is transistor and resistor, capacitor, etc. These are all the active and passive components. So within the communication circuit, it produces some noises. This type of noise is also known as fluctuation noise. And how this resistor and capacitor it produces some noises, I like to tell you example. So random diffusion of electron and holes in a semiconductor. So we are giving more power supply to the circuit, so it gives the random diffusion of electrons and holes in a semiconductor and random emission of electrons in vacuum tubes and thermal motion of electrons inside a resistor. So these are all the examples of internal noise. Now let us see the types of internal noise. So internal noise classified into 4 types. One is short noise, another one is thermal noise, third one low frequency noise or flicker noise, and last one high frequency noise or transit time noise. Short noise. Short noise, it is produced due to short effect. So what is meant by short effect? It produces in amplifying devices. So a short noise is a random fluctuation that accompanies any direct current crossing a potential barrier. So how the noise is generated? It is due to the random emission of electrons from cathode. So that is, we can say that it is a short noise. Next one, thermal noise. Thermal noise, another name is that Johnson noise. Thermal noise is defined as the noise arising due to random motion of free charged particles in a conducting media, such as resistor, is called thermal noise. We are giving example for the thermal noises. If you are giving more power supply to the resistor, so the heat is produced in that resistor, so that is called it is a thermal noise. The expression for maximum noise power output of a resistor may be given as noise power, it will be proportional to Boltzmann constant, absolute temperature T, bandwidth. Next one, flicker noise or low frequency noise. Low frequency noise, that is low audio frequencies of a few kilohertz. That is, a component of noise appears whose spectral density increases as the frequency decreases. So it is in this type of noises, it is in low frequency range. So that is, we can say that it is a flicker noise. Next one, high frequency noise. So high frequency noise, if the time taken by an electron to travel from the emitter to the collector. So let us see the transistor. The transistor, it has a 3 terminal, base, collector and emitter. Now if the time taken by an electron to travel from emitter to the collector in a transmitter becomes significant to the period of sign all being amplified. So this is the transit time effect takes place. Now let us see last one, partition noise. When the current is divided into two or more parts. Whenever the current has divided between two or more electrodes, so that is, we can say that transistor or diode. In transistor the current is divided into three, but in diode current is divided into two parts, that is anode and cathode. But in transistor the current is divided into emitter, base, collector. The reason for this random fluctuation in the division. Hence a diode is less noisy than a transistor or an FET, that is a field effect transistor, as it has more junctions. Thank you.